Hey there, I'm back in Suriname in the Amazon jungle, and this is the very end of my trip. But a lot happened. Let's back up a little bit. Welcome to part 2 of finding a newly discovered species of giant snake in the Amazon. Spoiler alert, we found it, and I won't even wait till the end of the video to show you. As you may know, I'm deep in the Amazon jungle of Suriname with Dave Kaufman of Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures and my friends Amy Bentley and Amy Benzie. Now, when I showed these same photos last week in part 1, Dave messaged me and said, could you have found a more crazed picture of me? Well, challenge accepted. Yes, Dave, I can.
He's right here. He's right on the edge of the boat.
Oh my God. Splash water right in my mouth. You guys, check out this massive vine snake that Mark just pulled out of the tree. He used his longest extender to get up there and get this vine snake. This is a huge specimen. They're not big snakes at all, but this one is really big. And they look just like a vine. We were able to see it because of the belly. Well, actually, God, I thought that belly was yellow, but it's bright green. When I looked up there, it looked yellow to me, but look at that belly, you guys. I guess I didn't realize that they were that green. But this guy was just up in the trees looking for lizards to eat. That's what they eat. These lizards, you know, we're seeing a lot of iguanas. He's probably not eating many iguanas unless they're very tiny. But as an example, we're able to see the iguanas in the trees, and they're just sitting at the edge of the tree because if something comes to get them, comes to eat them, that branch is going to wiggle. They're going to jump in the water. But there are other lizards that are in the trees too that these guys are eating, and this snake is just up there hunting these. So when we're done with him, we're going to put him back in that tree so that he can go about his business. But this, you know, every snake that we found is so thick and healthy and well fed. I mean, look at the body condition on this animal. It's just absolutely beautiful. These are the reason I'm gently holding the neck, because I don't want to get bit. They're super bitey, and they're rear-fanged venomous, which is not really that big of a deal. I got bit by one about 6 months ago when I was here, a much smaller one, and I had no reaction to it. But people can be allergic to the venom, just like if you had a hognose snake or a false water cobra that's rear-fanged venomous. Usually not a problem, but you could have an allergy, so you never know. But anyway, look at that. Look at the face on this snake.
All right.
They're so cool. Just a beautiful animal. Hey, buddy, we're gonna put you back. Your pointy nose. Look at, if you're traveling the world and you see a vine snake, not every vine snake is okay to pick up. If you're in Africa and see a vine snake, that's a deadly animal. Don't touch it. So know where you're at in the world where you can pick up a vine snake. I don't think they're necessarily related. Dave, are they related at all, from like Africa to Asia to...
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hey, guys. Dave Kaufman of Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures.
What you got there?
Is this vine snake related to the deadly vine snakes in Africa?
Not related, but
Convergent
convergent evolution.
Convergent evolution, which is so cool. Just like the emerald tree boas that we're seeing here are almost identical to a green tree python in Australia. Convergent evolution. This is where an animal evolves to adapt to a setting that's very similar, but in a different part of the world. They're adapting the same body shape, color, whatever, to survive in that particular setting. So these vine snakes are not related, apparently.
Not related.
Don't touch the ones in Africa.
And on the convergent evolution thing, we're talking about emerald tree boas. That's the reason we're out here, is really looking for emerald tree boas.
Yeah, for sure.
But yes, they do have convergent evolution with green tree pythons. Both of them, both species, lay eggs. And because you heard this on Green Room Pythons, it's true.
That's Dave Kaufman of Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures telling you that boas lay eggs. The main challenge so far in getting this video for you guys is that the first night I fell out of the truck. We were going to Apora and I stepped out of the truck into a pothole. I fell right onto my phone and busted my phone. The phone still technically works, but the screen is so bad you can hardly see it. I'm only using it to work this drone right now. And every other shot that you see is thanks to my good friend, Amy Bentley. So I'm glad that we were able to figure out that challenge. Try to get an anaconda. This is the new species of anaconda.
This is the northern.
The northern. But what's the
Scientific name is Eunectes Dave Kaufmani, I believe.
I don't think it's Dave Kaufmani. I'm almost positive it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I read when I read it.
Well, you may have, but you sometimes read things wrong.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It's
Yeah.
Akinaya, something like that.
Yeah, that's how it's
We're gonna
spelled,
look it
but
up.
it's pronounced Dave Kaufmani.
Anyway, we're gonna find this thing. The largest snake in the world is the green anaconda. And this is a green anaconda, but this is also something very special because about 3 weeks ago, it was announced that a new species of anaconda has been described, the northern anaconda. And the interesting thing is we knew that there were anacondas in the north, in Suriname, where we are right now. We just didn't know they were a different species because they look exactly like the other one. You can't visually distinguish them from one to the other. Now, here's the difference, and keep this in mind. The difference between a human being and a chimpanzee with regard to their DNA is 2%. We are 2% different than a chimpanzee. The difference between a northern anaconda and a southern is 5.5%, and they look exactly the same. So there was no reason to think that we have different species here. So this is really exciting. This is the northern anaconda. This is the new species. And man, Dave Kaufman and Mikey pulled this out of the water while we were way far away, sort of looking, not thinking that they were doing anything, but they were hunting an anaconda. I wish I was there, but I wasn't. I would not have been much help, I don't think. But anyway, this is probably a 3-meter anaconda. That's about 9 feet, and it was around a ton of rocks. We saw it earlier, and they stuck around to see if it would resurface, and it did. And they tried how many times, guys? 4 times?
4 times.
So the fourth try, you pulled it out? 4th
try, we got the job done.
And here's what I did heroically. I heard them scream, which meant they got it, and I ran over rocks. So, which is pretty heroic for a guy my size. But man, it is fantastic holding this snake. Last time I was here, we had a northern green anaconda, but didn't know it was a different species. So now there's something more special about this. First of all, this is a bigger snake than we had last time. And it's just way more special now knowing that this is a brand new species of anaconda. It's pretty relaxed right now. I'm holding it by the head. I normally don't hold snakes by the head, but when you have a giant snake like this, you have to, because a bite from this snake would be significant. The head is really big. The teeth are really big. It would cause major lacerations. So you don't want to get bit. You just don't hold them too hard, just hard enough to control them. So we're going to get some pictures with this snake, and then we're going to let him go.
This dot here, this mark, is 1 meter.
1 meter.
Okay, 1 meter.
Yep.
Okay. Should we start a betting pool to see how long he is? Off you go, sweetheart. Oh, you want to come back?
Oh, how cool is that? You're shadowing the light.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out of the strike zone.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in strike. Who loves you? Who loves all this attention?
Look at this. This is absolutely insane. I just let this giant anaconda go, and he just wants to hang with me. I've been all over the world. I've caught a lot of snakes. This moment right now, I'm just speechless. And there she goes.
Right off.
Just
Here, take your camera.
absolutely beautiful.
Battery.
Yep.
It says
Oh, battery exhausted.
Oh,
I missed that
damn,
shot.
we didn't even get that.
Amy, you got it?
I got it.
Nice.
There we go. Wow, look at that. I love when we find snakes. I love when we catch snakes. But really my favorite thing is releasing a snake and letting it go and watching them take off into their freedom. And that release was incredible. Watching that, first of all, the snake just wanted to chill for a second, and totally understandable wanted to just chill on that rock, wasn't too afraid to not do the, wanted to do that. And then just slipped into the water and slipped away. It was magical. So great.
I am the anaconda whisperer.
You sure are.
Yes, I really am. And right now, I feel at such an elevated level of herperness.
Sure.
Herperness. Herperdom, herperness. I am elevated in my herperness.
Dave, as much as I like to downplay your how you feel about yourself, I think is the best way to say that gently. You did catch an animal that most people have not caught.
That is true. All joking aside, that was the best moment of my really life. I mean, I will never forget this moment. But obviously, in my herpetological life, this was the best moment of my herpetological life, and I hope it was yours too.
I'm so glad that I was here for it.
It is so awesome to be out here with you, and
we're having a great time,
dude. Really, the only thing missing is Clint.
True, that's right. Would love to be out here with Clint.
We miss you, Clint.
That was so incredible to find one of those snakes. Another thing that was in that article that I think I forgot to mention while holding that snake was that they say that the two species, the northern anaconda and the southern anaconda, diverged from one another over 10 million years ago. So imagine that. These two snakes became a separate species over 10 million years ago, but yet they look visually exactly the same. The anaconda is a species of boa, and there are different species of boa constrictor and boa imperator that will interbreed with no problem. There's different species of python that will interbreed with no problem. But from what it looks like right now, these two anacondas are so different from one another that they won't even interbreed. It's really amazing. So this camp is a perfect spot for me to shoot these videos for you guys, but also for Dave Kaufman to shoot his reptile adventures, also Dave Kaufman's fishing adventures, and Dave Kaufman Eats the World videos. And if you watch those, you'll get a little bit better sense of what it's like here, because I'm kind of only showing the reptile stuff for most of this. But Dave's videos have some fun stuff on those other channels. We're heading out right now to find a great spot to release this emerald and Amy's little Amazon tree boa that's been with her for the last day and a half, nonstop. So here we go. Let's go find them a great spot. Amy,
Yes.
you have a little friend that has been sitting on your glasses and sitting on your shirt the entire time. Is there a spot that you would like to release him?
It got away.
Oh, he did?
I don't know where he went.
Interesting, because it seems like when I look at your shirt, it seems like he's right there. That is the thing. You cannot keep him. That's the problem. You're gonna have all sorts of trouble flying back if you try to keep that little snake.
He got away.
Even though he seems like
he
seems like a completely socialized snake right now. He's not tried to bite anybody today. He's just chilling.
No, he hasn't tried to bite anybody all day. Look at this sweet little snakers. Oh, sorry.
All right, kissing might be a little bit too much for him.
Kissing is too much. He doesn't like it.
Do you want to release him in this area, or do you want to go somewhere else?
We can release him where is best.
I think here is a great spot because there's tons of foliage. I think the key for this guy is that we keep him under a lot of cover because birds are going to want to eat him.
Okay.
So there are lots of birds around, but if we give him a lot of cover to hide in, he can stay away from predators.
And a really viney spot.
Sure.
I don't even see any spiders over here. It's perfect.
Great. Amy's not worried about snakes in the jungle, but she is very worried about spiders.
Up, up, up. Into the trees. He's like, what happened to my perfect perch I was sitting on?
So what I'd like to find with the baby, I didn't worry about it because there's just frogs everywhere. But what I'd like to find is a tree that we can put this guy in that's fruiting or seeds or whatever?
You might not find fruiting trees around here now,
Okay.
but they would fruit soon. But the area over there is good. There's a lot of vines. That's where they like to be.
Yeah.
Not just a single tree, a clean looking tree. No,
Right. No. We want foliage, big foliage for sure. Yeah.
Fruit trees around here, like we call them plum. I don't know the real English name.
I think plum.
Okay, but
Yeah.
not what we have here. But yeah, we call them plum. And there is also padu. It's like
Amy.
it's like a bean thing, and the rats, they eat that. They go after that. And there are some other fruits too, like maripa and awara, and another one we call locust.
So plenty of fruit-bearing trees that
Yes,
rats will
that
be
would
attracted
attract-
to.
Yes.
Can I get to him, or is he wedged under that rock?
He's right there, but I think you can reach him.
Okay, hang on. Oh my God, these rocks are like 150 degrees.
So Mikey is a fantastic hunter, but they are used to pulling snakes out of trees with sticks and hooks, and he doesn't ever touch snakes himself normally. The first time Mikey's ever touched a snake is with us.
Hang on. Where is he? I have no idea. Oh yeah, got him. Come here, buddy. Ow, you bit me. Why did you bite me? I just reached in that dark crevice to pull out what could be, I don't know, 4-foot little anaconda.
There we go.
Oh, let me wash this crap out.
Now can I get up? So you guys, one of my target species when I came down here is to find one of these northern anacondas. That's the new species. As soon as I read that the new species was a thing, I was like, oh, we gotta find that. We just need to find one. This is the second one that we found. We were having lunch and Mikey ran over and said that he saw a baby anaconda. Now, Mikey is a hunter. He's seen a lot of anacondas, but they don't take these. So he doesn't know a lot about anacondas. This one is not a baby. This one could be 2 years old. It could be 3. Anacondas are huge snakes, but they're very slow growing. It takes them a long time to get to that size. Man, he is absolutely beautiful. Really, really relaxed. Both of these snakes, once we got them, I mean, this one lit Dave up pretty good and buried some teeth in his arm, but after that, and we got him out, they're very relaxed. And I will say that the other one was surprisingly clean, did not musk us at all. That is not the case for this one. We smell terrible right now. The snake smells terrible. The anaconda is one of the stinkiest snakes. And I'll say that when we're hunting at night for arboreal snakes, we pass by areas that smell like an anaconda. You know that there's a big anaconda in the area because you can just smell it in the air. That's how strong these guys smell. But we're gonna get this guy back in the water. By the way, we're finding them in the water because that's where they live. They grab their prey, drag them down into the water. They're incredibly strong to constrict their prey, but they're also drowning them at the same time. That's why we got these 2 little googly eyes on top of their head. That's why their faces look a little bit goofy. Man, what a cool snake. Dave Kaufman.
Yes.
I noticed that so we heard that there was an anaconda. We both went rushing towards it, and you looked back and you said, Bob, you've got such fancy clothes on. Let me jump in the water and get this one for you.
So we were over there eating lunch.
Right.
Filming for my brand new food channel, Dave Kaufman Eats the World.
That's right.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We heard about the anaconda. The first thing you said was, what about Bob's clothes?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I didn't want you to wedge yourself into a little crack in the rock about that big.
Right.
I wanted to take the hit from you. I also knew that this guy was going to be very bitey. And your skin is so nice and
so lovely
and supple.
There's not many holes in
supple.
it.
You have supple skin, and I didn't want any of that to, really take away from your skin. So I took the bite.
So you took the bite.
I did.
Right.
And I got wet, and I got drenched, and I got musked. And then I handed you the snake.
And I only got musked.
Right.
So,
right.
But not wet, drenched, and bit.
Right.
Mikey found the anaconda. Dave caught it. Thanks, guys. Well done. Let's get this guy back in the water.
Let's do it. So we're gonna just let her sit here for a second, get acclimated to being released, and then, just like that, 1, 2, 3, she goes, or he, or stays, or comes right at me, or, buddy, I just let you go. Look at this. He's just crawling right back up to me. I really believe that anacondas absolutely love me.
So my favorite part of this, as I've mentioned before, is releasing these snakes, whether it's actually saving the snakes by bringing them into an area where they won't be found, or finding a caiman that's in a little puddle of water and bringing them to an actual pond, or just when we catch one of these animals that we just want to talk about on camera really quick, putting them right back. That's my favorite thing. This has been an incredible trip. You know, the last trip that just Amy Benzie and I went on together was my favorite trip that I've ever been on. This one topped it because I got to bring Amy Bentley, Dave Kaufman with me, and we've just had an absolute blast.
The dynamic between the four of us is unbelievable.
Yeah, we had a ton of fun and a big adventure, which is why, didn't you decide today that you're changing the name of this from Emerald Tours to Emerald Adventures?
Yes, we did.
Because it's not just a tour. You're not just touring people through. It's an adventure, and it gets hard at times. It really does,
Most of the time.
but it is well worth it. We had a blast. So
We had a lot of bumps and bruises, didn't we?
yes, thanks for putting this together. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for coming and giving your reptile knowledge assistance when I have no idea what I'm holding.
My pleasure. I mean, this is what we live for. This kind of adventure. And, you know, on my channel, I travel the world. I travel with a lot of different people. And the people that you're with are what makes a great trip or a bad trip. These guys, all three of these guys, and Mark over there.
Come on over, Mark.
Come on over here, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on my side, Mark.
These are the people that have made this trip absolutely amazing. So, guys, thanks for watching. And until the next reptile adventure...
Wait a second. This one is for my channel. So you're doing your thing. You just slipped into doing your thing, but it's actually my thing.
He always thinks it's about him.
You see the camera?
Always.
You see how that's my camera? Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Love the planet, feed your reptile obsession, and rattle on!
No, stop it!